Now this, DNC Chair Ken Martin is boasting about his party's momentum going into the midterms. Listen.
We had a record victories across the country over the last year, and there were thousands of elections on the ballot. The Democrats either overperformed or won in 90% of them. We're winning up and down the ballot. Big statewide elections, of course, and county races, local races, state legislative races, one after another. I'm confident, but I'm not complacent. There's certainly positive momentum for the Democratic Party. There's wind at our back. We're seeing win after win, and that's continued unabated into this new year.
Lara Trump joins us now. Lara, great to see you. Let me ask you, is Ken Martin missing a key factor here? The Republicans have a massive war chest to spend on campaigns, a lot more than the Democrats.
Yeah, I kind of feel like Ken Martin there is a little bit like the Titanic captain telling everybody everything is fine. We didn't just hit a giant iceberg and the ship is sinking. Everyone calm down. The races he references, by the way, Ashley, are mostly the vast majority in deep blue areas. So it's not a surprise in a lot of these cases that the Democrats won. You're right to point out the money, though, because what we know is that you can track people's opinions of candidates and parties based on how much money they bring in via donations. The Democrats had to take out a $15 million loan last year. They are in debt. Kamala Harris's campaign, failed campaign at that, cost them $1.5 billion. And the Republicans have $100 million more right now than the Democrats, not to mention President Trump's super PAC has over $300 million in there, and the Democrats don't have anything that even compares. So as we head towards November, it is going to be important to look at the money they're bringing in via donors and the money they're able to spend on these important races. The Democrats are in a bad spot, but it's not just the money. They have a bad message they're sending. The American people do not want what they are selling. What are they selling right now? The stars of their party, Ashley, are socialists. They have been police and ICE, and we know all of the things. What people voted President Trump into office to do, he is doing, and they are continuing to fight against it to the detriment of people in this country. So what are they going to have to sell Americans as we head towards November? That's also going to be an issue for
30 seconds left, Lara. We got to get the message out, says the president, about affordability as a key issue during for the midterms. Do Republicans need to do a better job of that?
I think it's going to naturally happen as we head towards the end of this year. As we know, no tax on tips, overtime, Social Security, all the things in the one big beautiful bill hitting, and Americans starting to feel that huge ship of the economy turning around thanks to the president's policies.
We'll leave it right there. Lara Trump, thank you, Lara, for joining us.